Initially, I just needed to get out of the town, and it was one of the only ways out. I went in and I was enlisted. And then I spent almost 4 years in Alaska as my first assignment. I got out, and then I got my nursing degree, and then I decided I need to get out of here again. At the time, there was no hospitals offering relocation bonuses for nurses, so I decided to look back into the military, and this time I joined in as an officer. It was very different putting back on the uniform, and I knew I had a very different sense of pride going back in. I was stationed in North Carolina to begin with, and I was an OB nurse. I was there for probably a year and a half. Rumors were going around that we would be deployed overseas. Beginning of August of '90, my unit got deployed with all the nurses and most of the technicians. I do believe we were part of the first medical personnel to arrive, and we were stationed initially in Oman. I mean, we had many months of, getting everything together, training, and the equipment that we had was old, archaic. It was not what we were used to. I was delivering babies and taking care of C-section moms. And then you get shoved into I was considered a surgical nurse once I got deployed because I recovered C-section patients. They told us to expect, mass casualties of almost 10,000 people coming through our area in a week's time. And thank God we didn't see what I anticipated. The Iraqis are coming out because they've been there for months and ill-prepared. And so they come out surrendering. So, it ended really truly before much went on. When I came through some of the airports, they had red carpets pulled out for us and people on both sides screaming and cheering and everything. It brought me to tears, and sometimes it still does. But at the end of one of this carpet, was a Vietnam vet in a wheelchair with somebody who was, rolling him. He stood up and saluted us. It was like, it broke my heart. This war for me didn't last half as long as what that man went through. So, military service was the best times and the worst times. It was a very good experience. And I'll never regret any of that, never.
She's not only served her country, but she served her communities by working with children and adults. And she's just an example of that American spirit that does for others without thinking about herself.
Throughout the years, my disability has really gotten a whole lot worse. Obviously aging and everything else, but my back, hip, knees are just shot through years of lifting and, going through combat training and that kind of stuff. It's just been a wear and tear on my body. The shower that I currently have is really small, and it's hard to move around in. And I have 2 puppies that is very difficult to clean them because I can't get them in my shower. And to put them into the bathtub was a struggle.
This was a setup that really didn't make sense for her anymore. Big garden tub that she couldn't get over. It was basically an unused portion of her home. What we've been able to do is take all of that out, give her a nice walk-in shower that is safe, that has accessibility features that she needs, and that gives her a part of her life back. Oh, and by the way, she gets to bathe her dogs too. You very often don't get the opportunity to give back to people, especially when it's your job. But part of our work is to serve our communities, to serve our veterans, to serve our first responders, and to be able to do it in such a concrete way, in such a way that there's a really tangible thing behind it. We're actually changing people's lives with what we do every day.
This means a lot. Myself being in the military for 8 years, I've always wanted to be a part of one of these, so finally having the opportunity's been awesome. She's very sweet, and being able to gift her with something like this, it means a lot. Now we got a big old shower pan in there that stretches wall to wall. It's a much smaller step up. You know, going from 20 to 30, now she's got a 4 or 5 inch step up. It makes a load of difference stepping into it. We got 2 nice grab bars in there for her, plenty of shelving, so it'll be a lot safer for her.
West Shore Home always says that we're bringing happiness to every home, and even more so with a veteran who needs our help and allows us to come into their home and create something that they didn't have, but they desperately needed. So for me, I have a lot of veterans in my family, and to be able to do this for someone, it's really gratifying.
This is amazing. Oh man, you guys, this is really, truly amazing. I love it.
Pops right on.
Yeah, and put it here.
Yep.
Amazing. You guys did a great job. You really did. It's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am so pleased and honored and blessed to get a wonderful gift from West Shore Home. They have been beyond my expectations. Beyond.